Hey, Amy and Jason, we're walking into the front of the house, the front of the cabin. So as you kind of circle around here, let me get back so you can see it has a really cute kitchen. It's got stainless appliances. So you've got a refrigerator, dishwasher, there's your sink and your stove. And some really nice cabinetry. This has all been updated. Let me open up the fridge here. So you've got, it's not a huge fridge, it's smaller, but if you're just using this as a weekend getaway, it's plenty. And then they've got freezer space below it. As you can see down there. Small dishwasher. And you've got a sink with a disposal. Looks like the windows have been, some of them have been replaced with vinyl. Got built-in microwave, gas stove oven. And then as I swing around over here, they've got a table that is granite made out of the same material that the kitchen sink, the granite is on top, so that's kind of cool. And then back over here is an over and under washer and dryer that's standing behind it. So they're making good use of the square footage as far as being efficient. Now when we come out here, it goes out to a deck. Deck's in pretty good shape. You're right out in the middle of the woods, so you're going to need to always make sure that it's maintained, but man, what a great view. Oh, you kind of hear, now we had some good rain last night, so you're kind of hearing the stream run back through there. But you've got plenty of room. As you can see, they have a grill there, and then they've also got a base, or a bench that's built into, got lattice work right there. And then they've got the table, which I don't know if it conveys or not, but they've got a table with an umbrella. Just absolute gorgeous day. The sliding glass door seems to be in good shape, seems to be working well. Then when you come over here, they've got a gas log fireplace.
Actually, I think it's electric because I threw the switch, but I don't know how it works.
Oh, it is electric?
Well, the wall switch turned it on.
Oh, that, yeah, it's probably gas log though if they've got a cover on the front of it. And then
that's
got
wallpaper. That's clever.
Oh wow, I was gonna say it's Rockwood put his wallpaper.
No.
And then the brickwork is actually wallpaper. And then they've got a mounted TV screen.
This is just cute.
It's laminate hardwood floors, so they're laminate. And as you can see, this is kind of the living room area. There's some things that you'd address if you had an interest in it. There's a window that has a crack in it. Those are things that the seller would need to fix if you put in an offer. And of course, when you put in an offer, we can talk to you later about that, but there is an inspection period where you have the property totally inspected, and if there's things that are a problem, it's a point of negotiation on whether the seller will fix them or not. And if they do, great. If they don't, you can move on. So here's one of the bedrooms. It's actually painted very, very nicely.
Yeah, I don't think this is staged. I think this is somebody's place.
And a lot of times, did you see on here, honey, is any of this convey the furniture?
Yeah,
a lot of times these up in the woods, the furniture actually conveys with it. So you have this bedroom. It's got a closet. And here, I don't know if the measurements are on this, but it looks to be like a 10 by 12 probably. Or 10 by 10. Has high ceilings. All the rooms can have vaulted ceilings. I'm not seeing any kind of roof leaks or any kind of settling issues.
I think there's a skylight in the bathroom too.
And here's a smaller bedroom. So if you're bringing up guests or something on the weekend, you'd have enough room for another bedroom. Here's we call this a 3/4 bath, which basically is just minus in the tub. So it's a shower, one sink, And like Phyllis said, there's a skylight, and that skylight is always usually a source of problems, but that's a new one that's been replaced. That's vinyl. And again, I don't see any evidence of leaking. Usually that's where you find it. Problems is through the skylight. That's a newer vinyl one. And so this kind of gives you a shot of the front room coming from this where big nice ceiling fan, vaulted ceilings. The thermostat here, which I assume is a heat pump. Is that a heat pump, sweetie? And
Yes.
this gives you a cross section of coming out of the bedrooms into the kitchen. Yeah, so the heat is an electric heat pump, so that covers your air and air conditioning.
And it's public sewer and water.
Public sewer and water, which is
No well
amazing.
septic, yeah.
Yep.
It's cute.
So I'm judging based that's a gas stove, that this is a gas fireplace.
Yeah, it is. That's
Yeah.
gas propane.
And it has a vent, what we call a heatilator in it, which is a vented fan. So if you're in the wintertime, if you're in here, and once the fire's going, it kicks out heat through that bottom fan.
So I guess there's a remote for it.
Yeah.
This is cute.
Yeah, as you can see, they've got it really set up efficiently. There's a pots and pans hanger. They've got the proper smoke detectors in. There's the one for the front. There's one that goes between the two bedrooms up here, so that's up to code. And that is actually carbon monoxide and smoke detector, which is to code now. They wouldn't have to have that put in, but they have. So you just have to have them within 15 foot of every bedroom, which they do. Yeah, that boy, for a getaway for
Yeah.
what's it, 105,000?
105.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No,
yeah.
this is really neat. This is
It's-
actually stick on. It's like vinyl.
You can't get any better than that for 105,000. I
Yeah.
don't know what the payment on that, probably $500. Yeah, and I'm not seeing any evidence of any kind of leaking. That's something very, very hard to hide. But the cool thing is, like I said, is you have it inspected. If it looks like that there's something that could have been some leaking or some, let's see, there's something here. That's seam tape. Okay, so there's a little situation right there, but that's the seam tape from the sheetrock that's up there, so that they tape it, so that's came open. But I don't. That might be seam tape there. I don't know what that is. But the cool thing is when the inspector comes through, they inspect it. When they look at it, if there seems like there's been any kind of water situation, they put what's called a moisture meter up in the sheetrock, and it tells you whether it's gotten current moisture. We probably had the hardest rain that we've had in 2 months last night, so it's a great time to look at it. Down here is your that is your hot and cold air return. That's where your filter gets changed for your not your furnace, for your heat pump, which goes to what we call an air handler. That gets changed there. So what we'll do is we'll walk outside and we'll walk around the exterior of it, and I'll video that for you also. Get back here in a second.